This is the Earth Intelligence Report for August of 2020, channeled through the Collective of Earth. We shall elaborate further regarding the newest events that are imminent in coming upon your plane. There shall be further resistances that are taking place regarding this pandemic-created situation. That there is a greater movement on the public collective level to cease and, as it were, sabotage these created events revolving around a pandemic, surveillance, and deep state control. Not only has there been specific agencies in the East and West that are diligently working primarily as moles within such organizations of government to bait and switch these agendas that are still trying to take place, but the public arena is working strongly through its own focused intent to see a larger transformation that would lead to the complete dismantling of corrupt leadership to take place. There will be surprises that will come as you move into the late summer and early fall of this year, relating to specific agendas that are attempting to make what you would term security precautions of the pandemic to remain on a more permanent basis. The idea of human beings wearing masks and keeping a certain distance apart is originally intended for a multi-year agenda. To have this agenda in place for a multitude of years. However, with a greater retaliation that is taking place through those that are working behind the scenes in these agendas, as well as the overwhelming powerful focus of the public collective, these plans shall fail. There will be a greater exposure. There will be a greater halting of such plans, as these plans are meant to operate through a seized election. For much of these globalists are attempting to hijack or seize elections so that this may be carried out for a greater long term. However, with the brightness of these energies that are being uplifted upon the planet now, through many of you, this plan shall fail. For once, the globalists feel that they can seize elections and bring themselves into higher political stature. The rollout of an agenda pertaining to a pandemic would be significantly worse. As you would understand, a second wave pandemic was originally in the works for these globalists. However, it is appearing less and less likely that this will occur, for there is so much retaliation on your level, and a great retaliation on the behind-the-scenes level, that will prevent such things from happening. Continue to work together. Continue to shine your light. Refrain from fighting with one another, for you are only creating a greater effect for those whom you are looking to transcend past to gain momentum with such behavior. This is a grand time for humanity. It is a grand time because you will see the culmination of events that you have been made aware of for many decades regarding corruption, greed, and control decline altogether. This is what your time in the months ahead shall bring, the declining of corruption, greed, and of control. But before this can happen, everything relating to the element of these agendas must be exposed. For the greater the exposure, the greater the takedown and shutdown of those who have been playing these agenda-based schemes for a very long time. Remain in support with one another. Give love and compassion and community to one another. We emphasize this because it is very important that you are working together, that you are focusing your attention upon a common cause, and that is to work as a race, as a civilization, supporting one another and your planet. As this becomes your focus, you will transcend these agendas that have primarily been created to help humanity unify together. For where there is the greatest tragedies, there shall be the greatest resolutions that will be brought together in unity. This concludes the Earth Intelligence Report, and I will speak to you again in another perspective of the now. Thank you very much for checking out my channel. Below you'll see my links to social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can also go to healingcodecards.com, pick up your own Healing Code Cards body deck, and of course check out my website at newearthteachings.com. Thank you once again, and I'll see you in the next video.